Hey guys, Mike here with RMA Arms. Today we are going to be showing you how to remove your optic plate from your SIG P320 X5 Legion. And today we're actually going to be mounting the Leupold Deltapoint Pro on this pistol. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first thing, you want to take the slide off. You can lock the slide back, rotate the takedown lever, and boom, put the slide down there. Here we have our Leupold Deltapoint Pro, our very seasoned Leupold Deltapoint Pro. As you can see, I literally took this thing off just a few seconds ago, and it still has all the carbon built up. So when my M&P got cut for the Deltapoint, I ended up losing my loaded chamber indicator, which led an open hole right there against the optic. So every time as I was shooting, carbon and stuff was just blowing back on this thing, so I always have to clean this thing. So hopefully now this won't be an issue anymore with running it on the SIG here. But you can tell this thing has been used, dropped. This is looking at about 6,000 rounds with this optic. Have not had an issue, never had the battery die on me. This is a phenomenal optic, and I'm excited to put more rounds through this optic with this SIG Legion here. So we're gonna go ahead and start. I'll start by taking the slide completely apart, pull the barrel, pull everything out so everything's good to go here. And we're gonna have to take this back plate off right here. We're gonna take that off, and it's actually very simple. It took me a few seconds to really check how to do that, but so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this right here, push this down, and make sure you kind of hold on to everything. Push this down, and as you push that down, you can just literally slide that plate off. Very simple. So just be careful. It is under pressure, so just release that nice and smooth. And then you can just take out the extractor spring here. The extractor just kind of falls out there. And then you've got your little trigger piece here, and that'll come out just like that. And there is your striker. Take that out right there. Now we are completely open and clear. So now, because with all that stuff, the reason why we took all that out is because these holes are right here. I don't know if you can see that very well, but there's two holes, there's two screws right there. And I don't understand, I mean, I guess it's for cleanliness. I guess it's just to kind of keep this nice and sleek and good looking. But yeah, you have to do all this to get to the screws on here, which is, I'm not really a fan of it. It's a lot of extra work, but you know what? It is what it is, so we're just gonna roll with it. So we gotta take these two screws out, and that'll allow us to pop the plate off here. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. Take a little Allen wrench here, we're just gonna rotate this off. Make sure you kind of put your finger on that plate so that it doesn't fall off as you unscrew this thing. So it will get very loose. And you know, so you don't want things to fall out and you know, you miss some pieces, okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and make sure these are completely out. I think I felt that loosen up. And that should just let us pop that off all the way. So there you go, very simple, very easy. Problem with this is that you lose your rear sight, which isn't that big of a deal. Deltapoints are super reliable. There's no issues with them that I have encountered through my 6,000 rounds. Okay, make sure we don't lose those. Okay, so there you go. Got your plate off. Grab our Deltapoint right here. Put that sucker in right there, and she mounts pretty darn perfect. It's very snug. Just line your holes up. Let's get our screws here. And these already have Loctite on these. Make sure you use the blue Loctite. You don't want to get too tight in case you want to take it off for whatever reason. Go ahead and rotate these down in there. And there you go. Simple as that. Now you have mounted your red dot. And obviously you want to make sure that is nice and torqued down to spec. I believe there should be some numbers on Google or whatever, but I mean, to me, I just like to get it nice and snug and just get a little bit tight. You don't want to over torque it. You definitely don't want to strip anything in here. With that Loctite, it'll also hold that stuff in place, and these should not back out at all. All right, let's go ahead and put this thing back together. It's reverse order. Let's go ahead and put the extractor back in, slide that there. Take our spring, put that back in there, and then we will put our cap here. Make sure that's lined up. Take this, just push down on that so you get everything out of the way. Oh, there we go. And there you go. Okay, so everything seems to be back in order, back in place, and there you go. Let's go ahead and put our barrel back in. Recoil spring in. Now this can sometimes be a pain in the butt with the recoil spring on these because it is an uncaptured guide rod. So my technique is just to kind of push, use two hands, just kind of push the spring down here and kind of use two hands to hold it like that. So that the metal kind of sticks out. Okay, there you go. Just got our slide together. Okay, let's take our frame, slide this back on, lock that back in place, rotate the takedown lever. Bam, now let's check for function. Okay, seems like everything is good to go. Make sure that locks back too. Let's put the mag in there just to make sure, double check. Okay, we are good. So there you have it, guys. We have now mounted our Leupold Deltapoint Pro on our SIG X5 Legion. Hopefully that was helpful. Hopefully that was simple. I'm going to try to keep it short, sweet, and to the point. So if you guys already liked the video, if this was helpful, hit the like button and consider subscribing, and it really means the world to us, so we appreciate it. And make sure you turn on the notifications because we are constantly making new videos. Thanks for all the love and support, more videos on the way, and see you in the next video.